Yo, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I know it's me, man. Your boy Next Gen 720. I haven't been around all day today, and I've been following up what's going on. But I haven't had, I usually do a video early in the day, and I have other videos that I plan on doing it. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Just hit type of one if you can hear me loud and clear, please. You know what I mean? So anyway, like I said, let me go to my actual video. Yeah, okay. All right, bet. Well, so anyway, okay, y'all can hear myself. So anyway, Aunt Castle, what's up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Now listen, like I said, how you say, not spur of the moment. I wanted to do something earlier today, but I've been out and about all day. Got to give you a little back. Listen, I got to share the news with the family. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Look, I'm not sure the guys had a bunch of toys too. Look at it, I got the Titanfall too. I had this for a while. Like I said, I'm another bookcase is gonna put up. Has nothing to do with the video, but it was on my desk, so I thought I'd share that with you. Also, too, look, ladies and gentlemen, I have a new mic, and new desk that I have for a while. I'm gonna put everything, Audio Technica. I'm gonna put it up to between now and Sunday. I'm gonna put the new desk up, so you know what I mean. He said, "Step my game. I got a much better mic, Audio Technica. You know what I mean? So I can sound like got the white man radio voice. You know what I mean? From Radio City Music Hall or something, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Make it happen. We'll take this thing to the next level. So anyway, yesterday I did a video. Me and my man J Dub, shout out to him, you know what I mean? Kratos, the god of all gaming, did a video with him yesterday, and we were talking about Spider-Man. Talked about PlayStation 5 rumors, you know what I mean? And then talked about a few things within the said video. And I don't listen, be clear this. I'm not gonna say this is gonna be a always come down on Microsoft type channel. I mean, you got enough of those. But like I said, but I'm going to call it how I see it, in my opinion. And then most of you guys are here for that, to get my opinion, you know what I mean, on what I think is wrong with Microsoft right now. I'm not saying this whole channel is going to be about that, but, it is what it is. My man Mike Larry, thank you for the 5, man. What's happening? Appreciate it, my man Mike Larry. Mike, yeah, I got a better mic, Mike Larry. I got a better mic, man. Gonna put it up, man. Got the stand and everything for it. So anyway, talked about a few things on the show. You know what I mean? Spider-Man release dates. I don't know if I saw this here. I don't know if I saw it here or if I saw it on I don't know. I guess I've been out and about all day. I don't know if Microsoft. I'm sorry, not Microsoft. I don't know if Sony showed the PS4 Pro. PlayStation 4 version of it. I seen a picture yesterday. I know I seen it yesterday. Looked very legit. And I know today they showed the collection edition. I can't wait to get it. Take my money. What's up, John Doe? I got John Doe in the chat. Doe, what's up, baby? Hey, we gotta link up, Doe. We gotta do something pretty soon, man. We gotta link up. Shout out to my brother John Doe. You know what I mean? But anyway, we talked about a few things in the chat. And I am sweating like a weirdo right now. Hold on. All right. So anyway, like I said, today you had some major leaks. I didn't go to bed. Then it broke night last night. We had some PlayStation 5 info. Leak specs from a very, very valid source, a credible source. Let me say this, right? Some people are thinking that it's too soon for a new generation, right? We just got a Pro. And you know what? What makes it seem kind of new? Still, maybe I'm gonna be honest with you, is the fact again we just got a Pro last year, and now Sony's releasing a lot of AAA games, whether you like them or not. You know what I mean? Whether you like them or not, and Sony has a big lineup. This to come between now, 2018, 2019, right? So it seems kind of fresh. Now, for those of you that may have gotten your console in 2013. Been here since day one. This has already been 5 years. Now, normally, traditionally, a console cycle only lasts 5 years and then out with new hardware. That's how it used to be. But what happened last generation, very, very unhealthy, 8 or 9 year console cycle, really unheard of. Like I said, Sony lost a lot of money with the cell processor, Blu-ray, 3D. Microsoft lost a lot of money with the Red Ring of Death, so on and so on and so on. So from this very, very credible source, let me bring it up here. I don't want to, I see somebody just put a link. Spider-Man. Okay, they sent it to me on Twitter. Like I said, this site here, I guess, they actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't want to make speak. Hold on one second. Let me bring up the chat. You know what I mean? The actual, because I sent them to myself this morning. Shout out to Mash D. You know what I mean? Shout out to him also. You know what I mean? They were talking about it on Twitter and stuff. I mean, but anyway, check it out, right? I can't find the link. But anyway, talking about 8-core, they don't know if it's a logical 8 cores, it's a physical, either going to use Navi or they actually said it was going to use Navi. You know what I mean? Some of the newer tech. Let me say this right here, right? First of all, once a new console come out, whether it's Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo, hear me out. They already start production or start the R&D on new hardware. You've heard Phil said it numerous times. If I'm not mistaken, and I actually forgot the name of they give, they always give these consoles, they're working on a code name. Project Cafe, that was a Nintendo Wii U, whatever. They always give them these codes name. And of course we had Project Scorpio. They're already working on a successor to the Xbox One X. And I know a lot of people like, damn, I just got my X again. Let me say this, right? Microsoft can't afford to let Sony get a head start on them. They can't. They can't. You know what I mean? So, and I've always said this too. So if Sony comes out in 2019, 2020, you best to believe Microsoft is going to meet them right there. You know what I mean? And then, and by that time, we've always seen some leaked information from the something they found in the kernel on the Nintendo Switch. They look like they're making also a beefier Switch. You know, it is what it is. Shall I digress? Right? At a minimum, we're talking about what's modern tech right now, from what I was reading. What modern tech that they have right now is going to be a much more powerful console than the Xbox One X, which it should. It's newer, you know what I mean? It's going to be newer tech. Like I said, we're really, honestly, the weakest part, making sense, the Xbox One X Achilles heel is those Jaguar Core CPUs, you know what I mean? They had to stay with that, you know what I mean, more or less, to make things compatible. It has a horrible CPU, you know what I mean? And also, too, there was hinted at the fact that the new PS5 will be using that Ryzen chip. So most likely next generation, when it comes out in 2020, we're looking at each game to be at least most likely native 4K. Now, I don't know if they're going to do 60, but I think that, again, that's up to the developers. You know what I mean? I expect for all shooters to be 60, all racers. But if the game's like, Assassin's Creed and stuff, I think there still might be 30. Well, maybe they may give the option. You know what I mean? How you say 4K 60, the performance mode, or 4K 30 with all the bells and whistles on. I think that trend right there is going to move forward. But again, we're talking about 2020. Tony, and also too, they're talking about VR also baked within the hardware. So I have yet to try VR. Literally, I have yet to try whether it's VR on a cell phone, PlayStation VR, or the Oculus. I haven't tried any of them, right? So that was something that, hey, this is something that you have to try. I have yet to experience. So like Sony's not giving up on the VR also, right? Well, will this be a misstep by Sony, right? Just think about it. Right now, they're about 80 million sold in what 5 years? Still selling well. You know what I mean? Still selling well. For us technology wise, spec wise, I don't think we've gotten any new engines. I'll give you an example. When the 360 and the PS3 were out and still, firing all cylinders, Epic was already at work on what's called the Unreal Engine 4. And, we all know that the Unreal Engine 4 could not run on the 7th generation hardware. So all the engines that we have out right now, and I don't think they're making any new ones, can run on the Xbox One, PS4 Pro, and the Xbox One X, right? So it's not like I'm saying anything, but and plus games are on PC, so it's not like the hardware, I guess, is maybe even holding developers back. You know what I mean? I want to choose my words wisely here, right? Consoles hold play this. Consoles hold gaming back period. The reason why I said it because you got PCs that are always jumping. That you got the 2080 coming out this year, then the 2520 will be out the following year. You know what I mean? As far as like I said, you're trying to keep in that arm race. You know what I mean? But will this be their misstep? Hear me out. The reason why I said is because in 2016 they gave us the VR, Slim, and the Pro. Now, what you would think with mid-gen refreshes that would kind of extend the life cycle of these consoles. Would you be? Because they listen in this article they was talking about as early as 2019. Now I've always said too. Hit me out. You guys have been rocking that for a minute. You know I've always said that I didn't expect Sony to just sit there and get their teeth kicked in before as performance wise by the X for so long. You know what I mean? I expect something from Sony by the earliest is 2020. We might start to hear about it in 2019. I've said this here on my channel. No, I didn't get that from my industry insider or anything like that. To me, that's just common sense. You know what I mean? But is it too soon for you guys? You know what I mean? Like literally, just think about it. We're talking about maybe next year you get a PlayStation 5. Shout out my man Lionel Bulgin. Shout out to everybody, King Wave Media. Hold up, Fax Machine said all these next gen leaks are fake. Let me tell you something, Fax Machine. And shout out to you. You know what I mean? I remember you guys saying the same thing about me with the information I was telling you guys about Project Scorpio in the PS4 Neo. For some of you that may be new to my channel, I was talking about those consoles in January of 2016, literally a week or two, maybe I want to say 10 days after Christmas, before the IGNs, the Kotakus, Eurogamers. Literally, I was talking about it on my little itty bitty channel with maybe 12, 11,000 subscribers. I was talking about that back then. Nothing happens by, I always suggest nothing happens by chance. And again, so if you don't think that they're working on new hardware, like you're bugging. Like you're bugging. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out again, like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat. Heart8 said Smoke is Holmes. Who the hell is Smoke? I don't know who else Smoke. Oh yeah, I heard they beefing over there, man. Heart8 and them guys. Everybody asking me to get my opinion on it, man. Ain't none of my business, man. But it is what it is. Maybe I might do something tomorrow if I'm beat, man. I feel like joking around, right? But I'm asking you guys here in the chats. What's Ant Cassie said Fox Games leaked PS5 information months ago. This is kind of old. Well, yeah, I mean, again, wasn't that shit more or less kind of? I don't know what Foxy Games said. But I always switch again. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Once they came out with the PS5, I'm sorry, the PS4 Pro, Sony was already on the drawing board. What they're gonna do, what they're gonna spend. They're dealing with AMD, X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Now here's the thing. Now this is, and again, before I go into, I want to talk about Spider-Man and with this crazy shit that Microsoft did today, right? Will the PS5 be both backwards and forwards compatible? Now, I expect it to be backwards compatible. That's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? I hope Sony in the perfect world will go out there and take advantage of the consumer like that. I hope not, because they're most likely going to use the same architecture. You know what I mean? x86 and stuff. So I don't see why not. I don't know if they're going to allow the PlayStation 4 game, probably won't, to play the PlayStation 5 software. But then again, I already question what is Microsoft going to do, because Phil came out there boldly and said that no longer will your games get old, no one left behind. You know, I guess I have a question: are we even still dealing with console generations, man? I don't know. But anyway, food for thought. Are you ready? Sony came out. They were hinting yesterday that they were going to release some PlayStation. I'm sorry, some Spider-Man info. Man. Oh yeah, he said Hardy hinted the fact that Kid Smooth might be Antonio Holmes. Oh, y'all jokes is terrible. Y'all being messy, man. They hinted, yesterday that they were going to release some Spider-Man info. They showed the collector's edition today. I can't wait. It's beautiful. And also yesterday, I don't know if it's real or not, I saw a red PS4 Pro. I where the hell did I see this picture? It looked official with the little Spider-Man logo in the top right-hand corner. I don't know if, like I said, I've been out the house all day, so I don't know if Sony showed that. Maybe they may be waiting to show it, but it looked official. And I'm like, damn, you know, I'm a huge God of War fan, but I might have to get that one also. It was all red, had the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man symbol up in the corner. It looked nice, you know what I mean? All red controller with the blue grips, looked ill, you know what I mean? I don't think it was fan mail. It looked like something official. Maybe it was something they had yet to announce. I don't know, but I seen something like that yesterday. But anyway, they showed the collector's edition. They showed some brand new gameplay. They showed that when you get the collector's edition, The stuff, the change of costumes, extra DLC, also for $1.50, right? So you got the places. Here's check it out what they got. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm talking about. What Sony is firing on all cylinders, and I don't know what Microsoft is doing. Check it out, right? You got look how they doing. You got God of War in about a week and a half, right? After that, a month after that, you got Detroit Become Human, right? A month, literally. Then right after that, you got Spider-Man, was looking amazing right now, right? You got the collector's editions. You got the collector's edition for the God of War. Most they gonna probably have stuff for Detroit Human too. Sony is firing on all cylinders, right? You know how Microsoft combated that today? I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna share my screen with you. And I know some of you guys, some of you Xbox guys say next gen, you're trolling, and don't get me wrong, like I said, YouTube is entertainment. But let me show you something, right? Shout out to my man Pony Wolf. He says Sony announces Spider-Man PS4 release date, gives us new gameplay, while the Xbox responds with Microsoft responds with Xbox Live stats. Over the last 7 days, Xbox Live has delivered over 1.13 billion online hours of play for gamers. Xbox Live. Do you see where I'm going with this, and why myself, who consider myself a primary Xbox gamer, that we may be frustrated, right? Listen, right? Now, this is whether if you like Sony, hate Sony. It's not even about that. It's not even about if you like their games or if you. And again, I didn't quit this like Nintendo. You know, I don't care for Nintendo and their games. And they come out to show you a little piece of a character from the new Smash Brothers, and you got people out there crying. And I'm gonna say this again, right? I'm not gonna scream. I'm not gonna rant. We got the world's most powerful console, right? Am I right? And they tell me over the last 7 days, Xbox Live has delivered over 1.13 billion online hours of play for gamers. That ain't the answer, Sway. That ain't the answer. All jokes aside, I'm not trolling. I'm keeping this thing a buck. I'm keeping this thing a buck. You know what I mean? I'm keeping this thing a buck. And you see why, I may be joking and talking about, diabetic gaming and X, Y, and Z. Here Sony came out there and, you got some, and everything is like scripted. You got some PlayStation 5, leaks and specs came out there out of nowhere. Then on top of that, you got PS Spider-Man info, you know what I mean? Collector's edition. And again, I don't be surprised if you see a PS4 Pro bundle with the Spider-Man with the theme console. Don't be surprised. I don't know where the hell. I don't know. I think Kratos showed it to me, but it's legit. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's going to sell in other countries. Looked amazing, right? All that games. I hate to say hit after hit. And Microsoft response to that was saying there was over 1 billion people, 1 billion hours on Xbox Live, man. And I say, nigga, do tell. So again, is this me bugging? You know what I mean? Or again, is this something that Microsoft is being complacent? Like I said before, it seems like they don't want to win. They're just happy to be there. My man, shout out my man, All or Nothing, shout out. And also, I believe this is the same All or Nothing. I think he signed up for the Patreon too. I appreciate it, your brother. He said, sad thing is expect more of the same from the Xbox. And it's sad. Now, you want to have some of your most diehard Xbox zealots out there. I'm not going to say any names. I ain't going to be messy, right? But they'll take that news right there that was released by Michael Europe, Mike, oh boy, right? What's my man name? Mike Ibarra. And they'll do a video on it and talk about, they'll do a video on it and they'll spin it, right? But thinking outside, sometimes you got to step outside the character, right? And just looking at the competition, you see what's going on, and you're scratching your head like, yo, what's going on here? Let me tell you something. You got a person as myself who, again, he say bleeds green throughout the years and is a huge Xbox fan. You know what I mean? Even it's great. My grandmother asked me the other day, he said, yeah, some little kids in my church said, you got an Xbox. You don't like the Xbox anymore, right? Church, right? So kids see your channel and stuff. They know me from being the Xbox guy, right? They said you're not. They said you're one of those ponies now because my grandmother called me Blizz. True story, right? And you know what I mean? Like I said, everything is for entertainment, but that right there bothers me. And again, I'm gonna go back to what Shannon Loftus said, and when she says that a game like Recore and I think is on the level of Halo and Gears. Like there's a problem, you know. Even if when people say, you know what, wait to E3, wait to E3, right? But the fact they say, you know what, next gen before you flip out or just turn your back on the Xbox, wait to see what they show us at E3. The fact that like you know what, you got so much, I guess those riding on one show, things are just that bad, right? You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be this way. We're not talking about some small indie development country. We're not. We're talking about Microsoft, the behemoth, then it worth $1 trillion. And this is what we're reduced to. Here you got, again, Sony. And not to make this an Xbox versus Sony thing, but I got to be real, right? Now, whether you like Spider-Man a lot, I'm not even saying that because I already seen the comments on Twitter. But we already had 1,000 of the Spider-Man games. I get it. You know what I mean? Fine. But you've had all these huge game announcements, right? And whatever, we had Sea of Thieves, right? But it is what it is, right? And today you went off and fired off some. How many hours you spent on Xbox Live? Shout out to my brother Predator. We got to work together too, Predator. You know, man, I see you out there making your rounds. You sound good too. When you speak on the podcast, we got to clear our schedules and do something together, good brother. He says if Microsoft don't announce 2 or 3 brand new AAA games exclusive this E3, I can't support Xbox as my primary console anymore. And Predator, I'm there with you also. Like it is, but I know, like I said, there was some good Microsoft news that came out today. Well, they didn't release it from Recycle Gaming. They're gonna have the marketing rights to Cyberpunk, Battlefield. They got the marketing. They got the marketing rights for Cyberpunk, Battlefield. Hold on, what was something else? Let me go back. What else? Cyberpunk, Battlefield. Hold on. I'll let you know right now. Hold up. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Exclusive Microsoft had the marketing rights for Borderlands 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Splinter Cell. So Splinter Cell is not an exclusive. It is a multi-plat and more recyclable game. But you know what I mean? But this didn't come from Microsoft. You know what I mean? But maybe this, I guess you got to wait for these games to be announced or showed up at E3. But I'm sitting back scratching my head, or anyone there, you know what I mean, scratching their head, but looking like, what's like, this is the comeback? Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I just talked about this the other day. I said that, before, Microsoft, when Sony, when PS Now, I'm not saying that the PlayStation Network Online is not as on par with Xbox Live, but they're comparable. You know what I mean? Is Xbox Live better? Sure. You know what I mean? But this is not like in the 7th generation when they didn't have party chat, when the PlayStation didn't have achievements. And I understand there are more things you can do on Xbox Live, but for the main thing, you can go talk to your friends, you got trophies, you got achievements. It is what it is. So and again, Microsoft was still going back to that 1985 Magto, where Xbox Live, we got 5,000 servers, and you know what I mean? It's not the case anymore, man. Like, you guys don't get it, Hold up, trying to my brother Burger Boy 26. I'm beginning to lose faith in the Xbox as a brand, trying to make friends on the PS platform. Hey, bro. And again, I'm gonna say, not to sound like a broken record, my eyes have been open for a while by some of the decisions that they have made business-wise. You know what I mean? That affect what you call here the hardcore gamer. You know what I mean? But then and again, shout out to Mikey Barr. I'm not even trying to throw him under the bus. This was not what this is about. He's a nice guy. Sometimes he even joins my live stream. So it's not even about that. It's the fact that here you got these huge announcements from Sony, like toward the gamers, and you guys, maybe it was just bad timing. You know what I mean? I just hope that wasn't he said a calculated decision. I boom, they hit with Spider-Man. I'm about to knock the hit up with these Xbox Live numbers. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to my brother, the Gauntlet. He said, I just don't understand why you bought all their hardware that costs over $1,400 at a minimum. What you would have got, and I got a nice PC now. When you don't like their direction, isn't that kind of productive? What are you trying to do? No. Hear me out, right? Hey, Gauntlet, I want to be clear of this, right? At the end of the day, like the Xbox. I've been, and you, I give you an example. More like you're more of a PlayStation guy or whatever, and you would buy, because you probably have more of your friends there. You probably prefer their ecosystem better. And brother, I'm an Xbox guy. Not, I'm just the type of guy that likes to have everything and own everything. You know what I mean? The majority of my friends are on that platform, and if the S, check me out. The S is better than the X. They do the Xbox One S. They came out in 2016, 4K Blu-ray player, HDR is better than the original console that came out in 2013. So it's a no-brainer that I like to have the best, right? And of course, and again, unless you have one, I'm gonna say this again, right? The X is probably the best console that I've ever owned in my life. I mean, for graphic. Listen, if you got a 4K TV HDR, and listen, I shout out to my man Fonzarelli. Because I was like, it was literally like, I'm gonna say this again. It was like going to a new platform. You know what I mean? All the graphics. They say you gotta put that Assassin's Creed in. I put that Assassin's Creed. I'm like, oh, it was new and it was fresh. You know what I mean? And I like to have the news. And plus, I'm a YouTube content creator. I'm not one of the ones that sit there and voice his opinion about something or slam a product and don't have it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I look, the same thing with the Pro. You guys know when I bought the Pro day one, right? Spent all the money with the Pro, and I wasn't happy with the Pro because I thought if I bought a console, that was 4.2 T flops, you know what I mean? I thought the games were gonna look that much, but I would tell you guys, I'm a shallow man. I'll take graphics and beauty before brains, you know what I mean? But Sony's stepping it up with the software side, with the super sampling and stuff. So it is what it is. And I spent more than $1,400 going, you know what I mean? But again, I hope I answered your question. My man, much things here was good. If Microsoft never had all the delays, what would this lineup be? You know what? You're absolutely right, because the games that we're getting now in 2018, we were supposed to get these in 2017. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? What we're getting right now, we were supposed to get last year. You know what I mean? So you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? And plus, too, like, I'll be honest with you. And again, I like Gears of War. Well, I really like Gears of War. It's dope. And I want to play it at its best. I take it you must don't have a Xbox One X, right? I should say this, right? Hell of a console. Hell of a console. Exclusive wise, dog shit. Multi-plat, they shine. Especially when developers take advantage of the hardware. You know what I mean? Look at everyone. I have yet to play Far Cry 5. Look at everybody's jumping up and screaming up and down about Far Cry 5. But to be honest, but to answer that question fairly, right? Right now, if I only have the money to afford one console, I think it would probably be a Pro. Just the fact because listen, I can get the multi-plat on both consoles, right? And I can get and right now exclusives. And again, it's an exclusive that gives the console its identity, right? And right now, Sony's exclusives appeal more than me. Appeal more to me, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? What I mean? At the end of the day. And listen, and this is coming from a straight up Xbox guy. And I'm not ashamed to to admit that. You know what I mean? Now you're gonna have some guys out there not be honest about that, but I'm keeping it all the way buck. You know what I mean? Zaire says, "Zaire, you look like I look so funny." What are you looking at my looks for? You know what I mean? And it's not about slamming on one console or the other. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. You know what I mean? You know what made Sea of Thieves look so bad? Forget the fact that it was a horrible game, right? We're gonna take that out of the equation. Is that we didn't have a AAA game in a brand new one in about 2 years. And for them to come out with that game there, that wasn't the answer. You know what I mean? That's why people have Sea of Thieves under this big, you know, under this huge magnifying glass. You know what I mean? That's how I found out the Kraken was lacking. The Kraken was lacking. You know what I mean? Because we haven't had anything really, and for them to come up with this, it was heavily hyped, rare. You know what I mean? That's why. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and again, I've also I question the direction that they're going in. You know what I mean? Listen. I believe wholeheartedly that Microsoft wants to come out there and deliver a great show. I truly believe that. Right? I just think they don't know how to. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to throw Mike Ybarra under the bus. This is not what this is about, right? Maybe again, that was just bad timing. Maybe they was going to release that anyway. It was bad timing, right? You know, and maybe he didn't see the announcements from Sony. You know what I mean? But again, I don't. And right now, what's going on? And I hate to say like it's all doom. He say doom and gloom, but here Sony just showed up, which again, Spider-Man looks amazing. Your answer to that is talking about the hours. You know how many hours were logged in an Xbox Live. Now I know I've had a lot of Xbox guy deflectors have been, throwing rocks and shit at my channel. You can't defend things like that. I'm gonna say this again. I wholeheartedly believe if you want things to do better and be better, you have to be honest. You know what I mean? And this is coming from I'm not. He said one of these quote unquote guys that they claim to be neutral. Nah, you know I put on for the cigarettes. It bleed green. You know what I mean? It doesn't look. It's not a good look, man. So again, that's what got me. When you got your core guys like me questioning the direction, my man, a Predator, you better stop, man. Crap it, I'm gonna start speaking to you. He said, "See a deceit." It's a problem, man. And I don't want to keep beating the same damn dead dog with the stick, talking about Sea of Thieves. It's bigger than Sea of Thieves. You know what I mean? There's a problem, period. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? It's a problem. You know what I mean? And again, just that small tweet. We'll bring this up on my screen again. You got me again, like I said, questioning the direction, you know? Let me bring this up right here. Here we go. It got me questioning the direction. Hold up. Give me got me questioning the direction. Yeah, I want to see if I can see that console. I don't know. And it was legit, man. It's legit, man. It's legit too, man. Hold up, man. Hold on. It's legit. Let me bring this up right here. It's legit too, man. Hold up. Let me show this right here. Hold up. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Bring this up right here. Here we go. Bam. Here we go. I'm bringing some shit to you again, right? This is what, again, for those who are just joining, like I said, you'd be so kind to hit the like button. This is what started next gen. Things like this is what got me, taking off the Xbox helmet and sitting back and scratching my head and said, what's going on? And again, shout out to Ponyville. Sony announces Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 release date and gives us gameplay, shows us the collector's edition. And Microsoft respond. You got here, Mike Ybarra, you know what I mean? Over the last 7 days, Xbox Live has delivered over 1.13 billion online hours of play for gamers. That's crazy. This is crazy. I'm looking at I'm looking at shout out to my man Super Jamaican too. He said, "Don't follow someone retweeted this trash," and I wanted to confirm it. Shout out to look, hey, look at Kratos, man. Jay crazy. Listen, before me and Jay got cool, man. This dude even got my phone number, got my personal number, man. I had him blocked too. He is a troll of all trolls. He out there trolling me 5:30 in the morning. I blocked his ass. You know what I mean? But he like, yeah, you know what I mean. He said, not replying, not like this. Yo, like for real. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give them a. And again, I'm not trying to throw Mike under the bus. Hey, Mike, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna probably see this dog shit video. This is not a personal dig at you, anything, your brother. You know what I mean? I maybe I'm gonna chalk it up as bad timing. You know how that sounds better? You know what I mean? I hope and I pray that whatever color Jesus you want, that this wasn't an answer, you know what I mean, to that. I know somebody just shot something down. Well, I'm coming back to the chat. I think somebody just want to donate something. I can see my screen now. It's not me being greedy. I just seen something flash up before my eyes. So, oh, here we go, right here. I see it now. 52 Fake Out Gaming. Sorry to say it, bro, but first party is a wrap for Xbox. They are going to look toward other revenue streams to look forward to more Sea of Dreams. Then listen, check it out, right? Shout out to 52 Fake Out Gaming. And if that is the case, then they're gonna lose diehard guys like me that been here from day one. You know what I mean? And that's all the way a buck. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm gonna stop playing on the Xbox platform because again, like I said, I have friends there. But most likely, again, like the PlayStation will be my primary, console of choice. You know what I mean? Where I will log the most hours and stuff in. You know what I mean? And that's just me being honest. Like I'm keeping this thing all the way a buck. God damn it! You know what I mean? But like I said, it is what it is, man. What your my man Predator got to say? I would say, see if these look amazing on my PC. SOT. I guess, yeah. Milan Boy said Microsoft was great at selling dreams. My man whose deck was good, baby. And like I said, shout out to my brother Mighty Moss, my man with the numbers. He said, sorry, Yabara, that was the most, he said, uncredible stat y'all could have cooked up at least now, bro. Like, yeah, that was kind of spooky, man. Hey, yeah, Xbox is lacking, man. But again, you got guys like me, how you say, true guys out there that's, bleed, that's going to hold them accountable for this. And listen, right? Check it out, right? I told you guys going forth on this channel that I'm going to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say this is going to be here, me just slamming Microsoft because no company is perfect, right? But still sharpen steel. You know what I mean? Excellence, like you said, breeds excellence. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this again: you don't want a world with all Sony. You don't want a gaming world with all Microsoft. You know what I mean? You don't. So, and it's not. Like I say, I don't think it's just as for gaming. Period. Should no gamer want no company to fail. You know what I mean? Because the more money spent, whether on Microsoft or Sony or whatever, there's more money into the industry that we love. And I'm not. I mean, I don't mind trying to like a corporate shrill and count what's in their pocket. I'm just being honest. Like, they even listen. You guys know I don't care for the Switch. All that people going there buying the Switch and stuff, that's still as good for gaming. You know what I mean? There's still revenue within the, a lot, in the hobby that we all love here, man. But I'm starting to believe that when they say, hey, we gotta wait to the next generation, you know what I mean, to to see what what Microsoft doing. Let me say this, right? And then no damage control. I'm going after this, right? Say Microsoft, which I don't think they will, but whatever the case, can't get it together at the end of this generation, whatever, right? And we gotta wait for 2020. If Microsoft can show up, with the games there day one, whenever this generation starts and they're there with their new console, all is forgiven. Like that's for anyone. It's like if Sony lacked up at the end of this generation, they didn't have no games towards the end, and they started to follow generation with their bangers. All is forgiven. It always comes down to the games. You know what I mean? If Microsoft, if they're not willing to invest in the talent and grow and groom their own talent, they got to go out there and buy. And I'm gonna stick this with my brother Mighty Moss. What made the 360 so great is that in between of them giving, the Halo and the Forza and the Fable, they had great second and third party deals. Gears, Too Human, Mass Effect at the time, 99 Nights. You got all these games like that. Master, you got all these games in between. Gears of War. You got all those games right there in between your time when you're getting a Fable, a Forza, or Project Gotham, you know what I mean? Or a Halo. So now we don't have that anymore. Check me out, right? We didn't have this generation So those long in between, breaks, like 17 months, and it really starts to stick out and show. And for them to come back with, I'll give you an example, right? CMC of Thieves came out on the 360, right? And it took 2 years to come out, right? But you had all those great games in between, the Ninja Gaidens and stuff like that. Ninja Blade, right? Ninja Blade, right? It wouldn't have hurt. Actually, hurt. It wouldn't have felt that bad. You understand what I'm saying? Because we've had other games, AAA games to play, to soften the blow. You know what I mean? But again, thank you guys for rocking out with me, man. And I'll catch you guys again. I'll be back tomorrow. I gotta be back tomorrow because I got some other stuff that I wanted to talk about that I didn't get the chance to talk about. But I just wanted to cover this right quick. You guys were asking me, man. And that's all. Bow our heads and say a prayer for the weapon wheel. Come on, man. Hey, yo, somebody just sent me a little clip, man. A heartache said, Kid Smooth was Antonio Holmes. Jokers is why don't be messy, man. Let's not get messy. But we're out of here, man. Thank you guys. Hit the like, but if you enjoyed today's show again, spur the more. I got nearly 300 people in here. You guys been rocking out with your boys. Listen, I got over 500 subscribers in probably like 2 weeks, man. Thank you again, damn near. I appreciate the love and support, man. I really do. It means the world to me, man. And yeah, for those of you guys that signed up for the Patreon, again, I have the link. The new product is there. Also to Gauntlet and Gauntlet. Hold on. Gauntlet. Let me know if you didn't see it. I seen you the link. Gauntlet. My man. What's my man name? Lionel. Just let me know. Hit me on Twitter. Anything. Because you've been rocking up. Support me here. On the super chat. Also to you. I think Burger Boy received it. Send me the link. And you guys have been rocking out in the super chat. If you didn't see the exclusive Patreon contract, even man, Predator, hit me on Twitter. I send you guys the link. I DM, like I said, where me saying thank you. You know what I mean? And also, two guys sign up to the Discord. We had our rules on the Discord. Thank you, man. I'm out of here. Bang. Let Earth receive this game.